2, 1. We are going streaming to YouTube because Facebook stopped working on us for some reason. So let me click the record button. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Power of Microcirculation Challenge, Day 5. Wow, we powered through those 5 days.
1.
We have an echo in here. All right. So I am excited. Like all the stuff that we went through, that we talked about, we're not done yet, though. So today we're going to get into some prizes. We're going to get into some testimonies. We're going to have some fun. We're outdoors enjoying nature. And before we get into that, I just want to recap for those of you that maybe it's your first time watching this video and you haven't tuned in to any of the other episodes that we had. So day 1 of this challenge was just talking about the power of microcirculation, what it is, why it's important, and some of those details of just why you should pay attention to it. It's something I haven't paid attention to until this year. So the second day, we talked about the consequences of not paying attention to this area. So the consequences of poor circulation, where, instead of being a flowing river, you're a stagnant pond, that other stuff can build up when you're in that state. And then day 3, we had special guest Cameron Schwartz. She had an amazing story to tell about the Beamer and how it can affect your body as an energy being and your mental health. And she announced a special bonus prize for anybody that's interested in purchasing the Beamer or wants to learn more. She is offering a free 15-minute session of her emotion code. And then yesterday I got to have some nerdy time with y'all and share about how microcirculation affects the life of an athlete and how we can actually have access to the same tools that top NFL players, top elite athletes are using. And so that's what we've been doing. And now today we're going to get into just some testimonies. So before I bring my mama Camila back in, we're going to let Miss Maria into the group. And I'm going to share my quick testimony, and then we're going to have Mama Camila share, and then we're going to open it up to anybody else that would like to share their stories. And then again, reminder, prize giveaway. So if you guys are watching on the live stream via YouTube or Facebook, you gotta be in Zoom. So make sure you click the Zoom link. I'm going to put it in the comments while my mama's talking. So make sure you look for the Zoom link so you guys can join in and have a chance to win one of these prizes. I say usually there's not that many people on, so you have a really high chance of winning. So right now, everybody in this Zoom is going to win a prize unless we get a lot more people in. So you guys are lucky so far. Andine and Maria, glad you're here. And we'll, looks like you're going to win something at the end. So be extra excited. So, all right. So you guys got to hear my mama's story. I'm going to tell my story really quick. So my experience with the Beamer is I look at all of the health stuff through the lens of diabetes and being able to regenerate cells, beta cells for my husband and me personally as an athlete. So everything just made sense. Like my husband had been changing his diet. He had been adding supplementation. We have some really powerful stuff that we're putting into our bodies. But guess what? He used to do some acupuncture. And during that acupuncture, one of the sessions, she said, oh, this area is kind of blocked, right? I'm like, oh man, like, does that mean like whatever we're doing, it can't even get into that area? So, it's something that I hadn't thought about before is like, well, you can take all the wonderful things in the world, but if you got a little pond instead of a flowing river, then it can't be as beneficial as it could be. So that kind of woke me up to understanding that even though we don't feel anything right away, because he's super healthy and doesn't have pain anymore, and we go off of blood work that we measure every 3 months, it just made sense that it is amplifying everything that we're doing so that whatever supplement you take, whatever water you drink, whatever anything, that it's going to be, multiplied by, I don't even know what percent, but it enhances it. And so for me, the thing that I did feel while going on the Beamer is that I felt more relaxed and I was able to sleep better. So I'm a mom of 2 young kiddos. They're both 4 and one's 4, the other's 2 years old. So you can imagine my sleep quality has not been the greatest these past few years. And so any advantage I can get in just being able to sleep deeper, more soundly in those few hours of uninterrupted sleep, like that goes a long way. So that's something that I felt right away was my rest, my sleep, my deeper dreams, and just knowing that, oh, okay, something's going on. And then in terms of my energy, like I've always been a pretty high energy person, but I love knowing the science so that I can know that when I do get on the court, I have this solution to help me play better and help me have better endurance. And when I do feel that burn, right, when I feel those muscles and those micro tears happening, that I have a solution to allow the recovery time to happen a lot faster and a lot more powerfully. So that's my testimony. And we're going to get into Mama Camila, and shout out to everyone that just hopped on. We're doing prizes at the end, so stay through. We have, 4 prizes. We added a new bonus prize. So 4 prizes to give away. So at this point, it looks like everyone's getting a prize still. But if you guys are watching on the Facebook group or live on YouTube, hit the Zoom link so you can come in and qualify for one of these prizes. So, all right, you heard my story. Let's hear Mama Camila's story about her microcirculation and her discovery of this Beamer device that really you flip on a switch and it does the job in 8 minutes.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be back with you today. We just had a comment on our background and wanted to know if it was one of those drop thing type of backgrounds. And we said, no, that like what you see in the back is the real life. We have a tennis court in the back over there and there's all this greenery. And so we're here just, basking in this relaxing moment and knowing that we are here wanting to serve you. And that was my passion of just sharing this information with you that I got a hold of early in January. And the reason that I got excited about this is because, as we were going through the days of our stories that I always shared with you, that I have always been on a preventive mode. And to me, microcirculation, I had never heard of it, but I understood that it was something positive, something good. And I knew that had to be part of my protocol for my health in my later years. And so anyway, why I was thinking about it is because 2 years ago, I was much younger. I started noticing that the strength in my legs just wasn't there. That I was not comfortable, and mainly because of the 2 grandchildren that I'm around all the time. At that time, Luna, who's 4 now, she was 2 then. I felt very afraid to lift her because I felt that my knees might buckle on me or I would lose my balance and I would fall with her. And so then that's what kind of clicked in my brain. I said, if microcirculation is going to enhance, my muscle strength, my balance, the blood flow, I just knew that it was something good. And I knew in my spirit, in my heart, that I needed to be an owner of one of these Beamers. And so it is my desire that those of you that have been on, that you want to be able to also claim a Beamer for yourself this weekend. And so let me tell you just about my knees. I have been a tennis player most of my life. That's how I started out my career. I went from gymnastics to cross country to, ended up with tennis. And that's what I did as a teacher. I became the resident pro at Bravo Medical Magnet High School. And but as the years go by, I'm noticing my knees. And so I decided that, I did not feel comfortable on the tennis court. I did not, for tennis, you need those real quick little mini steps and you go to the right, you go to the left. And I didn't have that. I felt like my knees were like, they were like bricks. That's how my knees felt. And when I walked, I felt like Frankenstein. And so anyway, that's what my intention was, and mainly more I was thinking about my husband because he's 82 years old, and I'm always thinking about everybody else and how I can help them, how I can share with them a personal story that helped me, that maybe it would get them to start thinking on a right path of being on a journey for themselves. And like everybody's different. So anyway, that's what I why I decided that I needed it for myself and my husband. And so I started using it in the end of July, and that was August, September, October. In November, I was coming home with my daughter, and actually we had been at a prophetic conference out in Rancho Cucamonga, and the kids had fallen asleep in the back seat. And after we got home, I didn't even think about it. By this time, her little boy is 2 years old, and at the time that his sister was two, I could not lift her. I was afraid, and this time I just went in the back seat, lifted him out of the car seat, um, took him out, went up the stairs, put him in his crib. And as I'm going up the stairs with this little boy, I had no fear of not having the strength, no fear of losing my balance. I felt so strong through my quads. And I was just being thankful and praising God that He had, put me in line with Susanna, my co-host, and she's the one that had introduced me because she was on her diagnosis and working with doctors are more on a holistic, uh, what is it, protocol. And so that's where I feel that if your desire is there, you empower yourself, you know, get information, whether it's you start out with in wherever you're at, So right now we have the the Beamer, and that's what I was excited to do this challenge for, and so I'm going to now bring in Andine, who was on our last challenge, and she saw the value of purchasing a Beamer for herself, and she's up in Texas. And so we're going to bring her in. Marvelous lady, and she'll share with you what she does and how she uses a Beamer for herself and for her clients. And so, anyway, here we go. And Dean Charles, are you available?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Camila. I am so excited to
Yeah.
be on this, challenge for this whole 5 days. You know what some people call a coincidence? I call a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
In December of last year, a friend said to me, "I want to give you this for your birthday." And it was this same challenge.
Oh,
I didn't know what it was. She didn't explain it to me, but I was just excited when I heard about health. I just like, yeah, good. And it was my best birthday gift. And
wow.
why it was my best birthday gift, just like you, Camilla, as soon as I heard the first challenge that first day, I know the Beamer was God's blessing. It was where God is taking me. So that very first day I got on, I know I wanted that Beamer. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have it. But I said, God, you have it. You say, ask and it shall be given. So you know what I did? I wrote it down. And every single week, I would put it on the next page for next week, or the next week, or the next month. So at the end of March, I decided, okay, I'm gonna get the money and I'm gonna buy the Beamer because my sister was having excruciating pain, and I wanted her to get the help. The doctor in New York didn't know what it was, and she was coming to Texas. So I got to get the Beamer. So I rushed and I got the Beamer, and it was such a blessing. She saw excruciating pain started to subsided. And 2 days before this woman left, I started to get all kind of pain, hip pain, that pain, the other pain. But guess what? I didn't feel no how because I had my Beamer. So some people might call it an expense, but I call it an investment towards better health. Also, the Beamer for me right now, it's like my doctor in my home and my surgeon. I am telling you, it is 3 weeks now since I have my Beamer. I've been going on it twice per day. Any pain, anywhere the pain is, I put it on and the pain go immediately. And another thing that 3 weeks that I want to say that I've seen with the Beamer, because I did a AO scan and it said I needed a Beamer for every day because of my heart. It shows that my heart is weak. And I'm a person been taking heart vitamins for the past 2 years straight. If I don't take it like a week, then I start having chest pains. It's 2 weeks now. I have not touched my heart vitamins. And as we were talking, I realized, wait, I didn't get no pain at all. Because guess what? I have my doctor and I have my vitamins and I have my surgeon in my Beamer. So just imagine this is just 3 weeks since I'm on my Beamer. Just imagine the great things are going to happen to my body. I am a certified health coach. I'm a certified reflexologist. I'm a certified massage therapist, and I love health and nutrition. And I invest in the Bima mainly for myself and to help other clients. One person in Texas that I know has the Bima. So I want more and more people to get the Bima. My sister, she's planning to purchase the Bima. There's another lady, another massage therapist. I told her all the great things. I sent her the video and she's planning to get her Bima, when she comes back. I think she went out of state. So I'm just excited to see what God is going to do with this Bima in Texas because it's a great device. It's an awesome device, especially what we have gone through with COVID and people, the vaccine and the way the COVID have done to their bodies. We need a Beamer. Every home, whether in Texas, in California, you need to buy your Beamer as soon as you can. This is not an expense. I'm going to say it again. This is investment towards great health. Great health. Thank you. I'm just excited. Woohoo!
That is an awesome testimony. And that's the only way that you can actually experience something good. Sometimes we see a commercial, but knowing that we are here to serve everybody. For those of you that want to start the process of how to be owner of a Beamer, you can just connect with me, with Delia, with Susanna, and Dean, so that we can get you more on a personal level and talk with you on that level. Okay, now we.
All right. Well, I just gotta say, wow, like that testimony was amazing. I didn't know this, so this is my first time hearing it. My mom's like, "Oh yeah, I read a bunch of times." I'm like, "Wow, like how powerful is that? Heart medication stopped, right? Like
Right.
that is a doctor in a box, like, and you hit the point. Like during this pandemic, there's so many people living out of fear without having tangible solutions, and they're just at the mercy of whatever happens, whatever decisions get put out there that they take. And for us, it's just been so empowering. Like we know how our body works, we know how our immune system works, and we know how to optimize it, and we know all these tools are so beneficial in doing that. And so it's wow, like that is so exciting. And I just want to let everyone here know, like, so now she's a part of the Beamer family, and that's essentially part of our heart in this group as well, where we'll be hosting regular challenges, but it's really a community for people to be educated and to share with other people. As she has friends and family members that want to join, we can all come together here, share our stories, and support each other with different protocols and different things on how to use it. So, wow, how exciting. So, I see we have another Beamer user here. And is someone using their Beamer right now, laying down on the floor?
Yeah.
Is that Leslie?
It's Leslie. Hi, Leslie. So glad that you could join us. But right now we have Susanna. Is Elena available to come on? Susanna.
Yes, 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 and yes. Let me take off.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to introduce you to Elena.
Okay. You want to sit down here? ¿Dónde quieres sentarte? Or what? And okay, I'm going to turn it around. And this is Elena, and she's had, how can I switch this? Okay. Let's see.
She's had about, 5 sessions now, Elena?
Ahorita te digo. Oh, right there. Thank you.
Yeah, they're out in San Jacinto.
Okay, perfect.
Are you?
You're on like Donkey Kong.
So I'm talking about my experience with the Beamer.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Good to meet you. My name is Elena Basadua, coming to you live from San Jacinto, California. I'm here with Susana, and I'm super excited. Camila introduced her to me, I don't know, I want to say about 3-4 weeks ago at most, okay? And all they brought over was the Beamer. And then I came over to Susana's house and got on it for the second time because I felt great after the first time. And I'll tell you, what really attracted me to this whole movement is the fact that my feet really, really hurt. And I'm so young. I'm like, I know I'm overweight, but man, I thought I have got to get this thing under control, right? And, when anything in your body aches, as much as you want to go hard and you want to do the next thing and your brain goes faster than your body can move, oh my God, it's a problem. And for me, it's like I have 5 young children and I teach full time and I have a couple businesses going and I just want to go. But when I wake up in the morning, I can barely walk and I'm like, oh, this is horrible. So the Beamer has helped me tremendously. Susana knows that I've been to her house on a Monday after work, stuck in traffic, coming home, but it's so worth it to me. It's my time. And so I can't wait to get my hands on one of those machines. And I know that it's coming sooner than later. And I'm just super excited to be here with y'all sharing. And I can't wait to give you more testimonies in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. And where did I go? For some reason,
Susanna,
and I'm going to.
Are you going to bring on?
Yes,
Okay.
Sophia.
Let me
what?
Let me say a little something before that. Okay, I just want to I don't know if any of you have noticed that we have a gamut of ages, and the youngest one came on Wednesday, Cameron, like she was 30 years old, and what does a 30-year-old want to do with a Beamer? But she values long-term of health today and health tomorrow and health on down the road. And so she was 30, and then we had the 40-year-olds come on, and then we had the 50-year-olds, and Delia, well, she's right there in the middle, of the 30-year-olds, and we had our young teaching pro. He's like in his early 30s also, and so now we have a younger person that Susanna is going to introduce, and she's in her 20s, 21.
She's going to turn 21 in June. And, and her birthday has a big significance because it was the day before her 18th birthday that we received the diagnosis that supposedly I was going to only be around another 3 to 5 years. So June this year is 3 years and I ain't going anywhere. And I thank God. All the honor and glory go to him. And I thank him for bringing the Beamer into my life, because as I get these extensive treatments every 3 weeks, as you can see, I still have my hair, which I'm okay. Like I can use some new hair anyway. And but again, this is my daughter, Sophia Torch Romero. She's a junior at Biola. And I'll let you let her speak first. Okay.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm a junior at Biola. I'm studying psychology and business administration. And what I love about the Beamer is it helps give me energy, which I don't see, but it also helps with recovery from working out and doing like athletic activity.
You hear?
Running around our neighborhood a couple times during the week. So after we go running, we each take our turns on a Beamer just to help with the recovery and like the sore muscles. And yeah.
Anything else that you can think of that you have noticed an impact?
Mostly focus. That's
oh.
I'm still focusing sometimes. So yeah, definitely was my focus.
So it makes you smarter. Thank you. So that is Sophia Torch. Muchas gracias.
Susanna, we were having a bit of trouble understanding what she was saying. Can you kind of just rebrief what she said?
Oh, yeah. She was talking about, and I think it's probably the distance. We've got to get better at this. She was talking about how she uses it regularly. It helps her with the focus. I know it's also cleared up her skin. energy. But the big thing for her is energy. And what I want to add to that, so she runs regularly with my husband. And when they come back, that was the other thing she mentioned. They both take turns getting on the beamer because it helps with the recovery. And if everyone has watched the video yesterday, Delia did an excellent job at explaining what it does for athletes. And if you haven't, you want to go back and play and watch it, because, we have so many people that have had sports injuries and stuff like that. So again, whoever invited you, you want to watch the video from yesterday. But again, something else that I noticed about Sophia, she has a tendency of being a bit of a perfectionist. And ever since she was younger, when it came time to study or take an exam, the anxiety level would go up. And I noticed that has shifted ever since she started using the beamer. And she has been using it regularly. And I'm going to say, when I say regularly, she does 8 minutes in the morning, 8 minutes in the afternoon or the evening. I'm going to say at least 6 months, because initially she's like, why do I need that for? She's thinking that it has, I'm older, my parents are the old ones. They need to use it. But then she started realizing what it was doing, and we don't have to tell her anything. She gets on it regularly. And not only that, the neat thing is watching when her friends come over and she gets them on it. One friend I think she had a headache or she had a sore back, and she says, "Oh, we need to beam you." And she beamed her. So yeah, again, thank you everyone for joining. And any questions, we're all here to support your journey and, take your health to a whole nother level.
Besitos. All right, my mama went to go get my dad, but while he's making his way over here at 82 years old, I would love to hear, Leslie, your story. I see in the comments you are a Beamer owner as well. Would love to hear how you became to be one and what you
Okay. Hi, everybody. So we are up in Vermont, and we have a camp, a little kind of like a cottage on the lake. There's a large lake in between Vermont and New York, and we love it up there in the summer. And a friend up there told me, this friend is into all things health. She told me about this couple not far away in that town in South Hero who had this little health thing that they had set up in their motorhome. And they're living there where their motorhome is parked. But so she said, you can go and get some free sessions on this device. And anyway, I did that. And I think by the second day I was like, oh, I'm telling my husband, you got to come try this thing. You've got to come try this. And because I just felt, so much better and more energy and, just felt really good and able to continue. I'm 67 and had our son at 40. We got our daughter at 45 when I was 45. So we are the late life parent company here, needing energy to keep going. So anyway, we have had a Beamer for about 2 years, and it's really helped. I mean, it has helped my sinuses and just kind of autoimmune stuff. And, definitely the energy is the big thing. I would say we are just continuing on. And because of the age of our kids, we have hung out with people who are easily 10, 15 years younger than we are for years. And I'd say we're still kind of in that mode of acting younger than we are. Thank you for the Beamer, and thank the good Lord too.
Yes, I love it. You are 65 years young, and now you're aging in reverse with this Beamer.
Now, she's how old?
65, right?
Okay, 65. So we have
67.
Oh,
I'm 67.
And on video, I think we posted one of the tennis guys that was also taking part in our doing their sessions here. And he's 71. And now I want to introduce to you another tennis player, but he is in his 80s. He's going to be 82, you guys. So none other than the grand Mr. Feliz.
Woo! There he
Hello
is.
there.
All right. So tell us about your experience on the Beamer.
Well, basically, I've always been a non-believer, and I've had some problems with my legs, and I got on the Beamer, and we centered around my thighs and my calves, and it went away. I mean, the pain went away. I was even able to play much better than I have been on the court the next day. But I had back problems too, and I would work the Beamer where it would center around my back, and it made life a lot more easy to work with because my back pain actually disappeared. It's all momentary, but it's very relieving. I mean, I feel relieved, and at certain times when I need to have a complete body and a useful body, I need to get on the Beamer, and it clears the way, and I can react like a normal person rather than act my age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember the first time that you got on, and how about your sleep? How did you sleep that night?
Well, it did increase my ability to go into a deep sleep and very restful sleep. And you kind of get used to it, and you take it for granted, and you say, I don't need the Beamer today. And then eventually you're back to where you started, and then you go back to the Beamer, and it straightens you out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah. Well, we want to thank you that you took the time to just come out and support all the individuals that are on today, just to kind of lift their belief level that wherever they are in their journey, that they can start their preventive health journey so that we can all hit 82 strong and be good looking like this young man here. Thank you so much, Tony.
It's been my pleasure.
All right. Thanks, Pop. And I have to say, so, we're a healthy family. Between me and my mom, we have my dad doing all the things. And there is one thing that he does religiously. Everything else we have to tell him, we have to remind him. But the Beamer, he's got it in his schedule. He doesn't miss a session anymore. And that just even more confirms like the power of it, and at any age. So it's exciting to have and to know about, and to just, now that we have one, we have access that we can use it for all of our family. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool. So, all right. Any final thoughts before we get into prizes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think that we have, all the testimonies starting from in their 20s all the way into their early 80s. And that's just so exciting because it's something so simple. So even children can use it. So unless anybody that's on here has maybe something to say, maybe I'm going to have Delia start doing the prizes.
Oh yeah. Any questions? Yeah. Final thoughts?
Yeah. Just on the those that make a commitment to buy their Beamer, then we have those bonuses, right? We have that 15-minute personal call with Cameron on the emotion code, and how you can discover a lot of things that about you that maybe are hindering your going forward or going to another level in your health. And I'm certainly going to take advantage of connecting with her for that. And then also those that decide to purchase their Beamer, we will be including a 1-month supply of plant-based, organically grown plant-based supplements with a very high ORAC value. And the ORAC value is very important because it measures how well the oxidants mop up the free radicals, and the free radicals are the bad guys, and the antioxidants are the good guys. I think I said oxidants.
Yeah, antioxidants.
Antioxidants. So anyway, those that are on the fence, or just connect with the person that you're connected to, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so I'm gonna give you over to Delia. She's going to, I don't know, spin a wheel or.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, so we'll figure that out. But while I think about what I'm gonna do, any final thoughts, questions before we get into the fun? I see Andine. Was that a hand raise?
Yeah, I just want to, remind any person who is on this challenge, just like I was the first time I was searching all over to get someone to try the Beamer. I am available to give free, right up to 3 sessions free.
Nice.
If you're in the Dallas, if you're in Texas, wherever you are and you're willing to travel, hey, I'm open to let you try it.
All right. Thank you. That's awesome. That's what I love about having this connection here in this community. We're all over and we can help each other. And so I know Leslie's in Vermont. So we got all the different states. So how fun. All right. So for prizes today, I see we have 4 people here and we have 4 prizes. So, well, I guess Susanna's one of them. So how do you want to do the prizes? I guess one of the prizes is location based, which is, I know Texas and Vermont might not work out so well, but I know Maria is local.
Yes.
How you doing?
So glad you could join us, Maria. We're excited to be able to connect.
Okay, so let me give you the rundown then. Let me explain the prizes because we kind of threw in an extra one because we got all excited. So I will explain my jam, which is one of my contributions, which is, where is it? So silver, Maria, you know all about this silver too. So it's one. So this is a silver gel with activated oxygen technology. So this was one of my secret weapons that I discovered on researching my husband, ways to help boost the immune system. Because a lot of you may be familiar with colloidal silver. This is a level beyond that. So I actually got the opportunity to interview the doctor who created this formula, and he's actually published the all natural cure for malaria using this formula. So it's the only one that is legit recognized by the National Institute of Health as being a cure, 100% success rate for malaria. So that's the power of this. It's nanoparticle alkaline structured silver. So most colloidal silvers are acidic, which is why it doesn't vibe as well within the body for more daily use. And so this one, since it's alkaline, it penetrates deeper because the body is more receptive to it. So I can go for hours on the goodness of this specific silver formula, but just so you know, that's what this gel is made of. So it's great for antiviral, antifungal, just antimicrobial, and it's great topically. You can put it in, like I use it as toothpaste sometimes. Like you can eat it. It's like water, because it just comes in and out of your body because it's perfectly bonded to the solution. So so that's my contribution. So that's one of the prizes, the silver gel. And then Susanna, would you like to talk about the Yucasol spray?
Yes. Thank you. Perfect. So this little spray is something that I have been using for about 15 years, and especially during the time of the cold and flu season, which nowadays it's like 24/7. It is a synergy of therapeutic essential oils, eucalyptus being one of the main one, and you spray it in the room. It helps with sleeping. It helps with, just cleaning out the air. When I do a session with somebody, I always spray it beforehand just to make sure that we're clear. You can put it on a tissue and carry it with you all day, just with one squirt. I remember my daughter in first grade, I sprayed on one of her tissues, and when I picked her up, she said she was having all her friends smell it in recess, and I was like, oh my gosh. So it's a eucalyptus spray that great for newborns. Again, everything that's airborne, it helps it, knock it out in a natural way. So that is, you could put it on the pajamas of a child. It just smells really good, and it helps breathe. Again, eucalyptus. It's a eucalyptus aerosol.
Awesome. All right. And then the third prize is Mama's contribution.
Okay, being that the Beamer, when you purchase your Beamer, it comes in this will be a free travel bag for you because it's called the Beamer Pro on the go. It's the Beamer goes in here. It's very easy for you to just strap it on and take it with you. And also because it's a class 2 medical device, if you get one of these tags when you go on the plane, it's not considered a carry-on because it is considered a medical device. And so anyway, I will be giving away a 10-day supply of the XX supplement. And that XX supplement is a supplement that I've been taking for about 40 years. I was introduced to it. It was the very first vitamin that was ever introduced as an organically grown plant-based supplement. I have visited the farms. The farms were out here in California for the longest times. And I actually see them put the seed into the ground, watch it grow, harvest it at a particular peak time. And so I felt so special knowing that somebody introduced me to this product. So it's been in our family forever. And mainly what I love to talk about this is the ORAC value. I mentioned it before, and that stands for oxygen radical absorption capacity. Each daily, if you take it once a day, it gives you 3,000 ORAC value in the supplement itself. And it comes in a little packet, so you just throw them in your bag. So if you happen to forget your vitamins, you have something to deliver to your system as your Beamerine. Okay, and so it's called XX. Okay.
All right. So those are the main 3 prizes. And then Susanna and my mom and I were talking, and Susanna offered a location-based thing, which is the, I guess, do you want to describe it, Susanna?
The lymphatic drainage session.
I'm sorry?
The lymphatic drainage
session.
Yeah, we're doing back. We have a galvanic device, so we'll be doing the back lymphatic drainage. It's very relaxing. It feels amazing.
And it's also a class 2 medical device, right, Susanna?
I'm sorry. There's a little bit of noise where I'm at.
The class 2 medical device. So that was. So we all class 2 medical devices, FDA approved.
We're just all into medical devices. Yes.
Research. So that's good. All right.
Okay.
Well, how about we do the physical prizes, and then the one that's location based, only Maria qualifies for it.
Yeah,
so we can invite her over for a spa treatment.
Nice.
Glad you hopped on.
Love it.
So how about, since you're getting the bonus prize, we'll let the other ladies pick from their top 2, their top physical prize. Does that sound good?
You spin the wheel, then whoever gets it, then they can select what they want.
Yeah, so we can have Andine and okay. So let me just put some names here. I have this little wheel of names. So I'm gonna put Andine. Okay, let's see, Leslie. Okay, so we'll see which one gets to pick first. All right, here we go. I've never done. Oh, there we go. All right. Andine! You are the winner. What is your first choice item? So we have
the silver, the Collider silver.
The
gel.
gel. It's a gel.
Yeah, the gel.
This is awesome. It's awesome to kill anything that's on your body.
Yeah.
And internally and externally. Yeah, so you'll be getting one in the mail.
Yay. All right. So we'll just you have her address, right? Don't send it to New York this time.
I know, everything goes to New York.
All right. So that we have Leslie, what would you like to pick?
XX or the Eucasol.
I would try that XX.
Oh
Sounds
my
like
yes.
I'd never heard of it. So
You know why I'm so excited that you picked the double X? Because it'll take years off of you. You know,
I'm up for that.
you just look younger and younger every day in the face. You know,
I need that.
that's what I noticed when I first started using it. I was in my early 30s, I think, when I started using it.
Wow.
And I had oral surgery, like big time oral surgery. And if I hadn't taken this double X by 10 o'clock, I felt like all the sutures that I had were drawing away, and I was aging in reverse, like 10, 20 years. I felt myself just aging in my face. And the minute
Wow.
everything, it's like getting a facelift. So anyway, okay. So that
Thank you. Thank you. That's so awesome.
address, we need your address.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I don't know, I'm assuming you guys are already friends on Facebook, but I'll add you on Messenger too, so I can send you were asking about the silver link, so I'll send you those details too. And
Okay. Yeah.
we just need an address to send it to. So yay, congratulations. This is always so
Thank
fun.
you.
Giveaway.
Thank you. Yeah. Here, I'll chat. I'll send you something in chat.
Awesome. Oh, I forgot. They were part of the thing.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I forgot we had other people.
Okay, we have Elena. You qualify
Okay.
for a prize. Where are you, Elena?
Okay, so
we're going to give her a choice of what she wants. Okay. Are you still on, Elena?
See, when I can't see their faces, I forget they're there.
Susanna, is Elena on? Yeah, if it's 3 o'clock, they were starting something at 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not on.
You know what? No, we're already started here, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye and then send me the address of whoever got the whoever I need to send the Yucasol to.
Tell Elena that she won a prize too, and that she can have her choice of the 3, whichever one she wants, the silver gel or the travel double X.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
We almost forgot about her, so I'm glad you reminded me. Okay, so then I guess we'll have to give Maria the details of the spa session, which it'll be next Friday, a week from today, and it's a galvanic massage lymphatic drainage. So hopefully you're available from.
If not, we can schedule.
Yeah, we'll schedule it with you. So.
Okay, yeah, Friday I can't, but
Okay.
maybe
So
Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll connect, and then
Okay.
yeah. So anything
No,
else before we close out?
Yeah. And if you want the personal information on the Beamer, Maria, just you know where I'm at.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right. Well, okay. Well, thank you, ladies. This has been fun, and this is the end of the Power of Microcirculation Challenge. So feel free if any questions come up. We have the Facebook group that will still be open. The information will still be there, and feel free to invite anyone who wants to learn more about it. And I'll connect with the ladies that want more links from some of the other things, and we'll just be in touch. So y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care.
Bye, Leslie. Let's stay connected.
Thank you.
Bye, Andine. Bye.